They called me many names. Inmate, offender, convict, parolee. But those names were never the whole story. They were only chapters, not the title. I was born into a world that wasn't built for my survival. Poverty, temptation, a system that hunts black men before they can even walk straight. Looking back, I see God was already working for me. Escapes I can't explain. Protection I didn't recognize until later. The courtroom never felt like mine. Lawyers spoke about me like I was a case number, not a man. They put chains on my wrists, but the heaviest weight was the label. Convict, felon. They wanted me to wear those names like skin. In the silence, regret tried to drown me. But God was with me, not in fire, but in whispers. In the stubborn thought, this is not where my story ends. Prison became my classroom. I studied the very law that tried to bury me. What was meant to cage me became the place I found my voice. I prayed, not fancy prayers, just real ones. God, if you're with me, don't let me die here. And somehow he answered. Not in words, but in strength. One day, the truth surfaced. A missing signature page. Proof that the system hadn't just judged me. It cheated me. That moment was awakening. God was no longer just with me. He was working through me. My words became his weapon. I walked back into court not as a number, but as my own lawyer. Every motion I filed carried light. Every word I spoke carried truth. My pain was not wasted. My fight was not just mine. God turned suffering into testimony. He worked through me to shake the walls they thought unshakable. Walking out didn't mean I was free. I carried chains you couldn't see, scars, registry, headlines. But silence was no longer an option. Piece by piece, I began to rebuild, not with money, but with vision, with a voice and a fire that prison couldn't kill. That's how Bring It to the Table, Colorado was born, a platform for truth, a place for voices erased by the system. Every scar became a sentence, every wound a word. My pain turned to power. My voice became light. They once called me convict, but now they called me something else. Leader, brother, voice. That was transformation. What was meant to destroy me became the fire that lit others. Ashes turned to flame. Scars became strength.